Let's take a very quick look at Bitcoin economics. We've already talked about how transactions are validated, what goes into a transaction, how blocks are created, and how, when a block is created, the miner receives a block reward or a mining reward through a coin-based transaction. This is where we create new currency. That is, new money is mined for the miner. So first of all, let's look at Bitcoin supply. You should know that one of the motivations for the people who created Bitcoin was to limit the power of governments over the money supply. They felt that since government-issued currency was no longer backed by gold, governments were abusing their power and increasing the supply of money. This would lead to inflation, and inflation would lead to the debasement or the devaluation of government-issued currency. So they wanted to create a currency that would be free of government control and currency that would maintain its value. One of the ways they did that was by limiting the supply of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin software is designed such that only 21 million Bitcoins will ever be mined. The smooth and trustworthy operation of the Bitcoin network depends on mining nodes volunteering to expend their compute power, their electricity, and other resources to create new blocks. Because miners expend resources, they are compensated with the block reward through the coin-based transaction. When Bitcoin was launched in 2008, this block reward was 50 Bitcoins. The Bitcoin software halves this reward every 4 years, or after the creation of 210,000 incremental blocks. So in 2012, the block reward was halved to 25 Bitcoins. In July of 2016, it was reduced to 12.5 Bitcoins. And on May 11, 2020, at around 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the reward was reduced to 6.25 Bitcoins. By 2150, we will reach the 21 million Bitcoin limit in the Bitcoin software. From that point onwards, there will be no more block reward for miners. The only compensation that will be available to miners for the resources they expend on mining will have to come from transaction fees. So now let's do some simple mathematics to understand how much the mining process might be costing the economy. We already know that we create a block every 10 minutes. That means we create 6 blocks an hour. That means we create 144 blocks a day. That means we create 52,560 blocks a year. Now, if our block reward per block was 50 Bitcoins per block for the first 210,000 blocks, then approximately 10 million Bitcoins were mined for the first 4 years. Approximately 5 million Bitcoins were mined for the next 4 years, and so on. At the current dollar to Bitcoin conversion rate, this is equivalent to tens to hundreds of billions of dollars in wealth being created for miners. That's a lot of money. That's how big this economy can be. And it kind of makes you pause and think, is this sustainable? Is this something that can go on? Will I buy coffee using Bitcoin? Will the transaction fee be sustainable? Well, these are things that we still have to figure out. But having an understanding of this economics as to how much Bitcoins we create and what the value of the Bitcoins are makes this a very interesting topic.